Hello and welcome back to Justice for Jean Alesi, the series where I'm playing through the original Formula 1 game for PlayStation because I've owned a copy for 20 years and never beaten it. And I'm doing it with Jean Alesi to try and improve his win record in Formula 1. Last time.
There was more rain at Imola.
Oh, mate.
But despite knowing the track better, I still couldn't get my eye in.
Oh. Whoops.
But in the last lap of qualifying, I managed to find some pace. On lap 1, a silly mistake saw me drop back to 8th, and I had to recover it all again, as per usual. But by lap 4, I was in the lead, and surely on the way to another win.
Where? Oh, no.
Until that. After a mistake-filled race though, I would overtake Damon Hill with a few corners to go, to come in second.
Oh no! Oh, you are...
And then throw it away, on the final corner of the final lap, to finish 4th. Oh dear.
This time, I'm hoping for a dry race, as you know what they say about the rain in Spain. That's right, we are off to Catalonia. My name's Ash. This is the outside line.
So, looking at the standings, 3 rounds, 3 different winners, 3 different championship leaders. We dropped from 1st to 3rd. It is now Schumacher from Hill from Alesi. In the constructors, well, Benetton and Williams are getting both their drivers in the top 6 more consistently. Benetton leading at the minute. Still plenty of time and all to play for.
Round 4 of the 1995 World Championship here in Spain.
I mean, that blue sky and bright sunshine is just wonderful. I mean, I'm going to use some of the curbs with confidence, and I'm going to absolutely bloody love it, if I do say so myself. Oh, welcome to Spain, everybody. A familiar track, and one that is, currently still on the calendar. Only the second out of the 4 races we've done so far where we're racing at a track that's actually still being raced at today. Now, in researching for this, for the Spanish Grand Prix, I found out something quite interesting. I found out that it is actually one of the oldest races in the world still to be contested today. The race that was first considered the Spanish Grand Prix was held in 1913. Now obviously that wasn't a Formula 1 event, that was more touring cars. But, events called the Spanish Grand Prix, regardless of them being Formula 1 or not, have been held since 1913. There were interruptions throughout that time, the war being one of them. And it made its first appearance in Formula 1, as we know it, in 1951. And that was quite a famous event as well, because it was the event that Juan Manuel Fangio won his first world title at. It appeared then again in 1954, but then didn't come back until the 60s. Mainly, I think it was money was the issue for it not reappearing every season. It then came back in 1967 as a non-championship event, and that was won by Jim Clark. So big names getting thrown about here. And then in 1968, it became a championship event from that point onwards, and has been on the calendar ever since. It's been at different tracks. It's been to Jarama and Jerez, probably 2 of the more famous ones. And it came to Catalonia in 1991, and it has hosted the Spanish Grand Prix ever since. Now, in terms of changes since 1995, the track is pretty similar. There is just one difference, and that's in Sector 3, and we're coming up to it now. See, currently in Sector 3, you kind of take a sharp right down the hill, sort of 90-degree right-hander, then into a final chicane before taking the final right-hand final corner. But I'm coming up to that section now, and as you'll see, there is no chicane. It is just 2 fast, sweeping right-handers. And as you can see on the left-hand side, there's a little bit of curb and runoff, but certainly not as much as there is today, so you can't kind of over-egg it and carry too much speed through there because you'll get on the grass and that will slow you right down. So that's a key part of a lap, that I think. If you can get the angle right, you can definitely take the first of the two right-handers flat. The second one, I've not got the angle quite right yet. Now, I must admit, while I'm happy that the sun has come out, I am slightly worried about this event. Because, as I mentioned in episode 1, I did some sort of pre-season test races to work out what settings I was going to use. Because I wanted to use fuel consumption and tyre wear. But when you shorten the races down, as we have done, to 15%, it does some silly things to the AI. However, doing those races, I did find out that the AI are pretty damn quick here. And those test races were done on medium difficulty. We're playing this championship on hard. So, I'm quite worried about this. I think they're going to be really quick here, the AI. Especially in the dry. So it might be a case of careful what you wish for here. Now we've got a dry race.
Now, I did visit the pits to do my traditional setup check, and I've gone full lowest downforce setting. I was thinking with the long straight, sweeping sections, it was the way to go, plus it's dry as well. So we'll see if that's the right decision. Now, at this point, I would usually cut away to an F1 story of the time, whether it relates to the race weekend itself, a certain driver, or a team. And I'm still going to do that, but I'm doing it as a separate video for this round, just to try something a little bit different. And it's relating to the fact that this weekend sees the first appearance of Mr. Martin Brundle. And I realised I didn't know much about his F1 career, so we're going to look at the career behind the commentator, the driving career of Martin Brundle. So, go check that out, but now we're going to see where we end up on the grid.
Okay, qualifying now, and in the real qualifying for the 1995 Spanish Grand Prix, pole position was taken by Michael Schumacher. Now, as I discussed last time, I believe that when it's in the dry, this game is going to replicate the real-life grid, minus, obviously, the change that we make by qualifying probably somewhere different to Jean Alesi. In real life, Jean Alesi qualified second. Ferrari were on really good form at this point. They had Alesi in second, Berger in third for this. Really decent form. Hill qualified fourth. So we can assume that our championship rivals will be very high up. And if we are not, that means, Hill will shift up a place and go third. So we've got to be good. First flying lap. Let's see if we can put a good lap down to begin with. My braking point just before the end of the barrier on the right hand side. That was pretty good actually. It did run a little bit wide, carry a bit too much speed through. Then we can turn at the right point, we can pretty much do this flat. That's really good, hugging the curb. Brake as we go under the bridge. Turn in. And brake for just after the first advertising hoarding. That's it, hug the inside. Could be getting on the power a bit earlier, but it's okay. First lap of a possible 12. That was a bit wide. Right, the turning on this one is crucial because you get it right and it's flat. Ah, that wasn't right. Ah, damn it. Oh. Pushing it. In the wet qualifying sessions, traffic wasn't so much of an issue. They were in Brazil, in the dry. They probably are going to be again today. I wasn't doing that at all in practice, and now I've just done it twice in a row in qualifying. Oh dear. Okay, come on. Let's not get the pressure. Let it get to you. Let's just... Oh, I've messed up the... Hold on, hold on, hold on. I had a really good, like 1.7 seconds down at the end of 2 splits was much better than I had been doing 14th. But then I immediately got on my own head and messed up the 2 corners afterwards. Oh, footwork. Okay. Just a bit of fun. Just a bit of fun. I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun. I'm having fun. I'm having so much fun. Oh, 3 cars worth of traffic. Please, can we just try and get past as many as possible before this lap? Right. Oh my word. We're not going to get past one of them. The closing speed's going to be ridiculous. I'm going to have to try and overtake. It's a Williams as well. Oh. Oh dear. Slight inconsistency of the game. I'm only 14th fastest, yet I'm clearly driving quicker than this Williams, which I bet is quicker than 14th. Oh, it literally just turned into me twice there. Traffic up ahead, of course there is. Oh, right on the curb there, but just slid it round that. Traffic's not too much of a problem. Had to lift quite heavily though, compromise line. I've been traditionally better in the races than I have in qualifying, so maybe it's not a time to panic just yet, but I am pushing so hard and I can't even get under 1 minute 30, let alone 1:26.6, which is what Schumacher's on at the minute. So let's just try and throw it around these final corners. Oh, that was terrible. That's not going to be an improvement. It's not under 1:30. Oh, wow. Okay. Michael Schumacher is on pole. Gerhard Berger is second. David Coulthard is third. Damon Hill's fourth. So it's actually kind of, rather than shift Hill up, it's kind of slotted Coulthard in. So Irvine fifth. Herbert sixth. Nigel Mansell making his final appearance in a Formula 1 car is ninth. Martin Brundle, first appearance of the season, in 10th. I'm assuming we didn't get shifted down anymore. Nope, there we are. Target for the race. For the first time, we are not going to use Jean Alesi's finishing position because he retired on lap 25 with engine problems. So, not retiring seems like a bit of an easy target, although based on qualifying, maybe it's the target I want. Last time we qualified 14th, we finished 4th. I don't think I'm going to do that again, so let's just say points finish. 6th or better, let's get in the points. That's going to be the target. In real life, who won? Schumacher. Schumacher won the race in real life. Herbert second, it was a Benetton 1-2. Gerhard Berger finished third, which would be lovely for our constructors if that were to happen. Oh, this is going to hurt. Here we go. Oh, that was a terrible start. Oh, awful. And we've dropped 2 places already. Right, okay. Do I dive? Do I dive in? Could dive in. No. Yeah, let's. Right. Oh, we've got cut through by, is that Ligier? With a great move. Right, we've managed to at least come away with +1 position. Oh my word. They're just instantly pulling away. What's going on? Oh, hello. Christ, that came out of nowhere. Sorry. Do apologise. Right, let's... This may be very limited commentary on this race, but I really feel like I've got to concentrate incredibly hard for this. They're just so quick on this circuit. I don't even know why. Have I got the setup wrong? Have I gone too far in favour of speed over downforce? Oh, it's Schumacher and Hill 1-2. It's the worst. It's the worst possible scenario. Berger's dropped to 4th. Irvine in the points. Oh, don't. I can't believe I'm actually having like... I'm actually like tense and nervous over like these 6 pixels in front of me. What I just... Oh, Hill has taken the lead off Schumacher. Okay, let's just... Okay, right, we're with these guys now. Let's get some... Let's try and get some moves done, if we can. Oh, my line through there. Seems like the first corner they are braking a lot earlier than I am. Stay with them, nothing stupid now. Oh, God. Come on. Where's the straight line speed? I'm stepping out. I'm going for this. Sonnet. Oh, I've hit Frentzen. Oh, it was a bit messy. I will have taken some damage from that. So that'll be front downforce taking a bit of a knock, which, to be honest, I don't feel like I can spare any at the minute. But we've gained another place, so I'm going to close up to Frentzen here. Do I kind of look out to maybe make this sort of cheeky move? Well, yes, I think so. That was much more like it. Textbook, if I say so myself. Up to 11th now, and what I really want to find out now is the gap to 10th. Or is this no man's land to the end of the race? Martin Brundle, the legend, 6.4 seconds. Okay. Stay on screen so I can just... The gap is just rising to Brundle. Basically, we're gaining a small amount on Martin Brundle in the first sector, and then everywhere else in the lap, oh, Jesus. Especially when I do that, he's just quicker than us. I don't know what it is. The AI drive this track in a way that is just... I can't replicate it. Cannot replicate it. For the second race in a row, we are not going to make race or qualifying objectives, but this one hurts more because it's the first time we will not score points, and we won't even seem like we're running with the big boys. This is potential crisis point. So Hill picks up the win from Schumacher. Coulthard is in 3rd. Berger's crossed the line to finish 4th. Decent points finish for him. That's 2 in a row now. Herbert. Oh my word! Herbert has scored points. Nigel Mansell is going to retire from Formula 1 with a single point. It kind of makes it weird now that he's just not going to show up again. But hey ho. Oh well. I was right to be fearful of that race. So, there's your top 11. Irvine slipped out of the points. Hakkinen outdone by Nigel Mansell. Brundle in the top 10. We were... Look at the gap. The gap is cavernous. Okay. I'm not going to put it off any longer. Let's rip this off like a plaster. Okay, so Damon Hill retakes the lead of the World Championship. After the first 3 races, having 3 different winners and 3 different championship leaders, Hill and Schumacher are locking horns at the top again, 1 point between them. We are 11 points back, still in third on 16 points. 11 points is not an insurmountable gap, but obviously it's about, you know, how many more days are we going to have like that? Let's look at the constructors. I'm predicting, because Williams and Benetton got both their drivers in the points again, that they are running away with this. What a surprise, and they're having a really close battle up there. Benetton leading by a point from Williams. Ferrari starting to fall into a slight no man's land, but 18 points adrift. At least Berger's now scoring where we aren't, so we're okay. 20 points. McLaren pick up their 2nd point of the season thanks to Mansell, but they are still 6th behind Jordan and Sauber. Work to be done. Next time, the place to do it, well, Monaco next. Let's see if we can pull something out the bag at the crown jewel of the calendar. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do like, comment, tell us about kind of if you remember playing this game, you had any, you know, championship fights of your own. If you would like to kindly tell me where I'm going wrong, I will take any constructive criticism. And hey, if you want to see how the series turns out, subscribe as well. That would be really lovely to help grow the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.